be speaking on trends in Mexico, or more specific about Asian is trending in Mexico. Because a few of you have been asking what is popular in Mexico, that you guys are like wanting to know more about my country economy, because it's quite trending on a global panorama. So therefore I prepared some information to be sharing with you regarding this subject. And in today's topic is going to be specific about Asian culture and Asian whatever trending in Mexico. So welcome you all. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it, and to also comment. In the last live stream we had some technical problems. Let me check in if everything is looking all right, because you guys didn't let me know that I was not looking good, or yeah, I think I'm looking okay. I have another phone here to check up on myself. Am I looking all right? Is it everything clear regarding the sound and the image? Please let me know in the comment section. Okay, so first things first. First of all, at this very moment, I am broadcasting from the city of Guadalajara, Mexico, in the state of Jalisco. Maybe a lot of you must know about the geography. And if you do not know, Guadalajara is one of the 3 biggest cities in Mexico. Biggest, I mean, regarding its economy. First one, of course, is Mexico City. And I think second can be either here or Monterrey. One of those 2. Overall, we are these 3 major cities that you can live easily and feel like you are living in a cosmopolitan area, and you can find a lot of foreign products, etc. At this very moment, there are a lot of Asian, like specifically Koreans, coming to live in Monterrey. And here in Guadalajara, we have a big majority of Indian, because we have Tata here, Indian companies, and they're working here as engineers, as well as other Chinese wholesale markets. It's very popular over here to have like clothing wholesale markets and toys, accessories, etc. So we have a Chinese wholesale market here, a few locations where you can find different items. So there are a lot of Chinese located in this area because of that reason, as well as in Mexico City we have the big Chinatown and China super huge building where they are located and selling there. So what I was wanting to tell you is that in these few years, I believe all around the world, it's been trending the Asian like culture, and mainly Japan, Korea, China, because these are the biggest and most popular ones. In here, because of those newcomers coming from Korea, not Japan, Korea and China mainly, we have a lot of immigrants, and because of that reason, people are getting along with them and are getting to know them, getting to have relationship with them in regards to love relationships. They are getting married or having babies with locals, Mexican beautiful girls. And therefore, a lot of interest has been arising from the Mexican community and Mexican local citizens on their culture, because they are coming here, they're living here, and they are also proliferating their business here, like Chinese food is available, Chinese shops, etc. So we have a very big, how to say, wave of girls wanting to have like a Chinese boyfriend, wanting to go out with a Chinese, or they want to go out, of course, with preferably a K-drama idol, but because the lack of them, then they just see there's a Chinese and they think it's good enough. So yeah, it looks Asian. So here we have some Asian shops which has been in the recent years and months being trending. Like, for example, shops that are selling some beauty products that come from Asia, let's say Korea, or China doesn't have a very big reputation regarding the quality of the products, especially if you're going to put those products in your skin. But Korean products do, so they have a lot of these small shops. And I believe that still there's a big market for it because there are just very few. Not talking about Miniso or those international shops, but like real specialty shops. Other ones can be, for example, in regards to food, like ramen. It's a very new food here, like, oh, you eat ramen, the noodles. So people will get to visit these places and will get to like these foods, and they want to try like those Asian exotic foods. So it's a very big opportunity for us to make some kind of business in this area. In here, for example, in the city of Guadalajara, we do have a few shops that sell ramen, but not so many. You can count them with the number of one hand fingers. I guess it's going to be like a top 5 of the most popular ones. So for our big population, I think it's a very good opportunity. And apart from these ramen shops, for example, you can take advantage of a subculture which will be veganism. Also here in Mexico is quite trending. So I know that in Mexico City they have a lot of vegan special cuisines like vegan ramen and everything that has to do with Japanese or Chinese food in a vegan version. So this is also a great opportunity for you guys to take advantage of. And because of the ignorance towards these foods, then there is a big chance for one that knows about them to come and make business if you do know about the recipes and the different dishes, etc. So the market is open for like new tastes, and especially the young people that are posting on Instagram and are sharing which places are cool to go. Then there is a big chance for these new foods, especially we're talking about Asian foods, to come and develop in our Mexican market. Guadalajara is a very great market for foods, restaurants. It's popular to go and hang out in beautiful places, but not all of them are great quality food. Although the place can be amazing, but I mean, it looks great and you feel like in a very luxurious atmosphere, but the taste of the food at times is not the best. So therefore you have a good chance to come and get a share of that market. Population is there for you to satisfy their butts. So yeah, ramen is very trending. There is a Chinese food, a chain, which is called Chin or Queen here. People call them Queen. And it's basically Chinese food, like in a fast food version. So usually in almost every shopping mall, if not in all of them, in every one of them, we can find that franchisee, is that how you call it, in the food court area. So basically this kind of food, it's Chinese, like kung pao chicken, like fried vegetables, nothing to do with veganism. Everything is mostly fried chicken, orange fried chicken with some vegetables, some fried rice. And Mexican people love it. This business is growing day by day. Seriously, people really like it because they serve huge portions in comparison or related to the price. It's a very good deal to pay such a price and get like a big bowl of food. So every time you go to the shopping mall, maybe one day I can record for you, this specific establishment will be full with people. Like there will be a line for you to make an order because it's always very popular among like eaters in the food court. This is top one. And yes, it is Chinese. So if there is this specific chain, which is called Qin, it's Qin, Q-I-N, but here they call it Queen, there is a very good chance for you to also make another one. Another option for the people that are already enjoying these kind of foods, but with your own branding, with your own special recipes, also offering maybe Chinese foods or Vietnamese foods or ramen food, ramen noodles or whatever. I don't know what else can be very easily consumed on fast food version for a good price. Because already this chain made the most difficult part, which was being introduced to the market. And people are already familiar with the brand, with the foods, with the menu offers, right? So let me know in the comment section which are your questions regarding Mexico market consumption. Specifically now we are talking about food, restaurant business, and also fast foods. Delivery is very huge here. So there's also a chance for us to make, like they call it, how is it called? I don't remember the name, but you can make somehow a business without having an establishment and just offer delivery. We are very big now in delivery business, Uber Eats and Rappi. Yeah, I mainly consume from Uber Eats and Rappi. Rappi is cheaper and Uber Eats it's very solid. We have a lot of different cuisines from vegan, Thai, whatever food you want to eat here in Guadalajara, you can easily find it. So there is also some Indian restaurants, but not as many, and there are a lot of Indian people living here. Usually, whenever I go to Costco, I will find Indians shopping there. Also Chinese, they love Costco. Who else here also loves Costco? I have to raise my hand because I enjoy shopping there for my big bulk of like green leaves, frozen fruits. In general, it's a very good deal of whatever you get in a very big portion. So we have Costco here from the place I am living. Costco by foot is gonna be around 15 minutes walk, so it's very nearby. In the city of Guadalajara, we have 2 Costcos at the moment, and they are not enough because there's always a lot of people going to Costco. So this kind of business is also great to have, to serve people with great price and wholesale quantities. Or maybe like an Asian supermarket will be a great idea. We have an Asian market here, and it's it's quite popular among young people that wanna make recipes. In like TikTok, they watch the recipe and they wanna go and grab, the things to make it. Okay, so this is regarding restaurant business, which is a super huge topic, and we maybe cannot finish talking about it, but if you have any questions, thanks for the thumbs up. This Qin business, if you want to go and research, it's Q-I-N. So if you put Q-I-N restaurant in Mexico, you can take a look at it. and see how is their business model. It's amazing because they are growing like so much every year, every few months they open new shops. How are you? Where are you from? I'm from Mexico. And also another thing that is very popping, it's very like trending here, it's Asian beauty treatments. As you can see, I try to take good care of my health because all these years I was eating like trying to eat as healthy as possible, and also I can take a look at my face right now and I feel like my skin is quite glowy, and I feel satisfied with it because of the care I've given to myself when I was in China. I was also always trying to go at least every week for a facial. So here we have already some beauty spas. There is one especially that I get to go, which is called Busan, just like the city in Korea. And they offer special facials in a Korean version, like Korean facials. So this is super popular among everyone that want to look great and be beautiful, because they must have another technique compared to the techniques that we usually can get in a normal spa or facial treatment establishment, right? And their technique, yeah, it's quite different. The place, it's very Korean. They serve you tea afterwards. The price is great. I mean, okay, regarding to prices, one facial there will be around 900 peso or 1,000, which is about $50. $50, I think it's average. It's not very cheap. Of course, if you compare to China or compare to a third world country or Asian countries, Southeast Asian countries. But what I'm trying to tell you is like, because here there is a market that affords to pay it, so the prices are average and still there are gonna be a lot of customers. If I wanna make an appointment there, you have to make it with 1 week in advance because usually it's quite full, and they sell packages, so you can get to buy, like, let's say a 10 treatment package for whatever discounted price. So this place opened like 4 years ago or something like that, and it's very popular. Seriously, I believe one of these kind of business will be great to have around the city, different branches, or even around the country, different branches. And people love exotic things, and especially in the health industry, where the cost or the benefit of the service is to look better, to feel great. For women, it's priceless. So also, there is another establishment where I went for treatment, acupuncture, and this is not actually opened by Chinese. It's a Mexican woman, but it gives great treatments, and it's quite unknown to have here like acupuncture spa. So I think it's gonna be also a great idea to have like this other place of beauty treatments, to have a very good branding establishment, like all put together, and be offering foot massage, acupuncture massage, acupuncture all over the body, everything related to health and feeling good. We Mexicans are like willing to pay for that. No, ahorita, at the moment, I'm not living in Asia, I'm in Mexico, so I'm talking about that. Oh, okay. So there's another one, which is a Korean, it's a Korean treatment clinic. So you go there, and usually if you feel your body is not quite aligned, he will like make the adjustments in order for you to feel good. This Korean treatment, I used to, when I was living in Beijing, I went to this kind of clinic, and they will take out your blood and first pinch you, take out your blood, and then cupping, and with the cupping, supposedly, the intoxicated blood will be flowing out of you, and then you will feel somehow relief because of this heavy polluted blood somehow blocking you somewhere in the body. So I went to this place a few times, and I really felt the difference after doing the treatment. The treatment in this place each time is 800 peso. So can you see it's around the same price, $50 more or less, of one time each. Let's say every day you get to have 10 clients and you have 10,000 peso, which is around 500 USD. And usually these people charge with cash. So they don't even register this kind of incomes. This is one thing I notice in these beauty clinics. Of course, some they accept credit cards, some they don't, in order to avoid taxation, I believe, but this is the case. I love that place. So you can see that there is a variety of options in regards to which direction you can take to make business here and offer a unique, exotic service that is not like offered very often or in a big, how to say, it's quite rare in our market. Okay, another thing is like Asian clothes and accessories. Girls here love Asian clothes, Asian fashion, but the thing is here that I believe the clothing industry it's more saturated. It's like, we have even Shein, we can order clothes online, we have H&M, we have somehow big competitors in the market. So upon my own belief and my preference, health services are the best to develop business in Mexico, offering services, especially health services, which can be as many as you can think of, like beauty services, and also, how to say, there are so many. You can make a guess in the chat if you have any idea, and I can talk about it. Anyways, okay, next. Okay, there are a few shops, as I was previously saying, about Asian specialties, like let's say Asian candies. We have some few shops here in Guadalajara, in Mexico, Monterrey, where you can go and take a look at just pure Asian candies. And yeah, these shops are not focused or aimed for teenagers. They are aimed for like Asian lover population. And usually you can find all kind of like, let's say, Pockies, you can find whatever, Japanese chocolates, etc. I personally like to go to a Japanese shop where the style is great from the outside, the decoration of the place, and inside you can find like everything to make any Japanese food at home. From like homemade tofu, and there are also natto beans, they have also like the seaweeds, and all the kind of different seasonings made in Japan. So this shop specializes in Japanese delicacies. It's a Japanese supermarket. And there is also a Korean one, and there are a few Chinese ones. But the Chinese ones are not as, how to say, well positioned, because they're just like Chinese supermarkets. It's not very glamorous. The place is not very glamorous, so I think they can really get more advantage and make, somehow a better offer. Because the Japanese one, it's very popular because it's very clean, it's very well put together, and people like to go there. They also sell these tapioca drinks. So yeah. Okay, the next one. Oh yeah, talking about these tapioca drinks, bubble tea in Mexico, it's really going very hot because of the K-dramas or the Chinese serials or whatever. People want to experiment what it's like to drink those drinks that their idols or whatever it is that they're watching are also drinking. I myself was a very big addict of bubble tea. I left it because I know that the tapioca or the bubbles are quite sweet, full of sugar, and the drink itself is caffeinated. I try to avoid caffeine after some time. Anyhow, we have Concha here, and Concha is really making it big in Mexico. It's not a very natural drink in regards that they put syrup. Compared to a few months ago that I was in China, I could discover like they have these fruit tea offers. I believe if there is like a real fruit shop here, like bubble tea shop, but made out of natural ingredients, it's gonna be huge. I myself want to be client number one. In China, I really enjoy the drinks having fruits inside, which is called fruit tea. And there are different variations. Usually the fruit tea version, I really enjoy the one that they sold in Gaga. And all around the country you can find in different shops. Usually some of them, they put inside some sugar. You can avoid that. These ones are a great business idea for Mexico because we love fruits. We have fruits here. Fruits are available for us. I mean, the market is not like, for example, European market or maybe Russia, that fruits are quite expensive. We have fruits here, so it will be a boom. Just even if the shop sells only one sole drink, which can be fruit tea. Yeah, because Goncha, I mean, it's not, for young people it's great, but I believe for some consumers that are very health conscious, it's not very well accepted because it's sugary and it's not very healthy, you know? So there is a big chance in the market to also innovate regarding this kind of like Asian drinks, bubble tea, but with natural ingredients, maybe putting some fruit in there instead of syrups. That'll be great. I used to really like the one that is peach green tea from Goncha, but the whole thing about it is that the green tea is infused, but it's like a very harsh, dark, I believe low quality tea, of course, to being served like half liter of green tea with peach syrup. So the whole point of the drink is to have the flavor of peach and for the tea to not taste as like bitter. Once I ordered without any syrups, just to test it, the pure green tea by itself, and it was really not tasty at all. It was like the hardest, the bitterest tea I have ever tried. Because of the tea quality is not good, but they try to sugar coat it, literally sugar coat it in order for consumers or for people to accept it. And the thing is like kids here are loving those drinks, which is not a very great idea, right? Like to have them on very huge caffeinated and sugary drinks, having them addicted to such drinks. Therefore, I also myself prefer to stop drinking them. But as I'm saying, I do believe like there is a chance and there is a market, a big market for a healthy version of Concha, like a fruit tea, and maybe, yeah, there is gonna be green tea or oolong or black tea, but without the syrup, and it's gonna be something natural, and maybe instead of using sugar, you can use a healthy substitute like a monk fruit, or even we have here agave syrup or maybe maple syrup, whatever else that is not gonna be, or maybe stevia. The thing there is like most of the drinks from Concha are unhealthy because of the syrups, and the variety in the menu is that each has a different flavor because of each contains a different syrup. So far, so good. I hope that you're enjoying the talk, or is it not very enjoyable? Sorry, my English is maybe not very fluent. Okay, so we have also recently, I came across some people selling baozi. You know the Chinese buns that are usually made in these boxes, like it looks like wooden boxes. They are like steam. So they are quite popular nowadays here in Mexico, and you can pre-order them like from these people that are making their business at home. There's not like an establishment of Bause, and they will give it to you frozen with vegetables, with this, with that. So I found it quite interesting because of this culture, it's trending. So they want to offer the consumer whatever it is that they're watching online, on like K-dramas, on Japanese movies or Chinese TikTok short videos, I don't know. So people is very curious whenever you stumble upon such foods, like, wow, this is a bun, just like in the Japanese whatever movie or in the Chinese culture. I'd like to try some, right? So you will have an order. You will first maybe try it. They have like samples, and after that you will make an order, and they can deliver the stuff usually to your door here in all the city. So that is a very convenient aspect, that we have delivery, and is sometimes it's free, and sometimes they have like a minimum quantity required for them to deliver to you without any cost. I do have some like suppliers of other foods that they deliver especially to me without any cost, because I am a consumer of, let's say, vegan milks, like vegetable milks, coconut, almond. They will deliver it to my door with any shipping cost. So yeah, apart from that, I also saw that there was a special shop selling, do you know these cakes, Japanese cakes that are shaking and they're very fluffy and very soft? We have also here that kind of specialty shop which just sells Japanese cakes of this pure consistency. People is curious, they want to go and check it out. I'm telling you, the most popular or hot here now is Asian whatever delicacy or service. And we also have some Korean barbecue restaurants. We have a few. There's one that has like a franchises. They have 3 around my city. It's called SAM, SAAM. In any case, you are visiting Guadalajara. I would like to know if you guys will be interested in me making like a Guadalajara guide for either expats or visiting our city, like an express, or I don't know how robust you would like this guide to be, but I believe it's going to be very helpful for one that comes here either for business or to visit or to consider living here for some time, or to be a permanent resident, and to navigate the city with ease, having a guide, where to shop, where to eat, what to do, where is that, where you have that. I thought about it these days because I received a few messages from my followers questioning more of how is it to live in Mexico. And since I'm living in this city is my specialty. Of course, maybe I can also make a one for Mexico City, but that is going to be a very huge one. I believe I can start with Guadalajara, which is a popular city among foreigners, among you guys, you can come. So let me know if you will be interested in that, and which topics would you like me to cover in such guide. Okay, another thing that is trending and I love, I'm a fan, is matcha. All around the world, we Mexicans are like coffee lovers, but now that the Asian culture is hitting hard here, we love everything matcha. So we have like matcha pancakes. They offer matcha pancakes in some breakfast places. also like just pure matcha bubble tea. For example, I would love to have matcha bubble tea, but in a very healthy version, not like the concha full of sugar and such and such. So I have seen such matcha places in where when I was in Australia, I saw a few matcha places. So everything they sell has to do with matcha. I think such places will do great here in Mexico, like breakfast, let's say matcha pancakes, matcha latte, matcha whatever. And people is quite familiar with matcha already, and they really like to purchase whatever has to do with matcha, because we have been told that it's better to consume tea, matcha, over coffee, because it has more antioxidants, and coffee will have more like negative effects to health. So this is a also big trend here: matcha beauty products, matcha cafe. Yeah. What else? Okay, another thing, and this has to do with business. I have a lot of clients asking on stationery from China. That cute kind of stationery, like, kawaii things like notebooks, pencils, colors. Give this video a thumbs up. I'm getting tired of speaking. I don't think I can make the 1 hour every time, but how long would you like these lives to be? Also, let me know in the comments. Okay, so this stationery business is also ramping up. It's also is growing, because more and more people wants to have their like school, whatever, notebooks, backpacks, pencils, colors, in a kawaii version. So they will be very welcoming to this kind of products. I have one client from Mexico, actually, that he started purchasing from us a few stationery items, and now he's doing very good, purchasing a lot of items from China and importing directly to Mexico, and he's just offering stationery, and he says it's a very loyal business, and it's great that each time he receives the goods, he can just easily sell them out. So yeah, people like cute Asian kind of whatever stationery things. Okay, another business that is also trending, it's a good business idea, and I have another example from my clients, is the flower bouquet. So as you may understand, usually this flower paper is made in China, and they have different kind of textures, different kinds of qualities, designs. So everybody's selling flower bouquets, but you have to specialize and differentiate yourself somehow, right? So my client has special designs, and she selects some great quality paper in China, and we get to sell it to her and help her to import it to Mexico, so she can differentiate herself from the rest of the competition, or from the rest that also are selling flower bouquets, because of the decoration, or because of the way she's wrapping these bouquets in this Chinese paper. Chinese, cute, elegant, stylish, sophisticated. So the whole experience of the user is different from just receiving flowers. So this is also great and has to do with Asia. This is a business I'm also experiencing now with my clients. Okay, another thing will be Asian style workouts. Here in front of my home, there's a park, a big park where there is one teacher that gives Tai Chi classes. He's giving Tai Chi classes for around 10 years, but he's the only one giving Tai Chi classes. And back then, when I was in China, I was studying Tai Chi in Shenzhen Lianhuashan Park, and my teacher was quite aware that Mexico was a very huge market, and he was like, this was pre-COVID, like 2019. He was like, I would like to go there and teach there. Would you help me? And I was like, yeah, sure, maybe we can prepare somehow a boot camp or a training for 1 month, so for people to enroll and enjoy real Tai Chi from a local Tai Chi practitioner, which is fully Chinese, right? Although he cannot speak Spanish, but that doesn't matter. We can have translation, and people here will be like, what? I am learning directly from a Tai Chi practitioner from China. So that is pure gold. I do believe there is this business chance here for different kinds of workouts having to do with Asia. In these regards, I am quite knowledgeable about Tai Chi because I was practicing myself back in Shenzhen, and I know that this teacher wanted to come here and was interested in teaching outside of China, and he was quite aware of the Mexican market. And I'm sure that it could have been, or it can be somehow a great idea to explode. Maybe in the future to come, now that I'm going back to China, hopefully in November, I can talk to him and let him know about, you know, whether he wants to come and some details, etc. Here we have great parks, so we can easily find a place on where to teach, and just by advertising the business or by social media with my own followers, my Spanish socials, we can let them know about him and the classes and the training itself. So I'm sure that there are so many people here that are willing to pay the price or that can afford the price, because, come on, it's not common that, or it's not on an everyday basis frequent that you can get to practice or learn Tai Chi from a Tai Chi master from China. Thumbs up for this. Also, you can think about other activities like Korean dance. When I was in China, I used to go to places, usually dance studios, and I got to see, I wasn't learning, but I used to somehow stumble upon these dance studios, and I got to learn that they really like Korean dance. Like, I don't know what is the name of that dance, but anyways, the Chinese girls will be learning from a teacher somehow the Korean moves, and they love it. So this kind of dance taught from maybe even a Chinese teacher or even a Korean one will be very welcome here among Mexican consumers. Are you enjoying this talk, or am I just talking nonsense for some of you? Give this video a thumbs up. Guys, I got rid of YouTube, canceled my monetization because I stopped doing videos. And why did I stop doing videos? Don't question. I feel so regretful about that. However, I'm gonna keep doing these live streams, and I'm gonna leave my PayPal donation button in any case that any one of you wanna donate, just if you're enjoying the videos or whatever, to push me to grow this channel. Nonetheless, I wanna reach the monetization soon, but I still need to have like 2,500 hours or something like that. So here we are, because we have a lot to share. It's a pity. I could have done shorts even. But once you stop doing videos for 3 months, monetization is cut off from the channel. And the monetization rules nowadays are different from the ones back then. So yeah. Anyways, just to let you know. So this is a very small summary of some activities that can be done here, some business ideas. There's a lot to say still. I personally believe the health industry, it's huge, and it's priceless for us to be learning somehow, like let's say Tai Chi, one discipline that will help us with our health, or services like beauty services, as I was saying, the face treatments or the acupuncture or those cupping, blood cupping. So Mexico and Latin America girls are very into Asian and Chinese men. They want to have Asian boyfriends, husbands, and family in general. And because we here are a country that gender disparity favors women, we are more women than men, then the market on women, it's bigger. I believe, like they say, for every 6 women here in Guadalajara, there's 1 man. Something like that. I'm not very updated, but that was a few years ago. So you can see that your market or your money is in the women, in their beauty, in their health. They are interested in these cultures, subcultures, like Asian cultures. They wanna go and spend their money in Asian shops. They wanna know how it feels to be eating baozi. They wanna know how it feels to be eating ramen, to have bubble teas. But usually, as I am saying, the population that does have financial stability, I mean, not stability, that they have, that they are very, they go very good, how to say? The rich people here usually take good care of themselves. So if you can give them a better experience from a food court, Chinese chain, fast food, bubble tea full of sugar, then it's a great idea to do that and serve the ones that have the money and are willing to pay for such services, for such benefits, for such experiences. I hope that you have enjoyed the live stream so far, and let me know your comments down below. Until the next time, also give me some suggestions on which kind of videos would you like me to do in the near future. Hopefully I will be live streaming maybe at least 3 times a week, hopefully. I think that's a good amount. Let me know which time or which days will be better for you, and if you like live streams or recorded videos. So thank you for watching. By the way, because I got a lot of people asking on doing business in Mexico, I was thinking to be having somehow an agency for all of you guys that are foreigners wanting to develop business here, instead of helping people to purchase from China. I mean, I'm still gonna be doing that, but this will be a great chance because I know my people market, and I think that will be a great idea to help you all to succeed in my country. So what do you think about that idea? Which kind of services would you like to purchase? So I can also tailor somehow a few services and be a coach, get to work together. Yeah. Until the next time.
Bye.